pathetic. Gather your friends and family together. Grab your neighbors. Have prayer meetings. Do what you're supposed to do. Well, here you go. I just looked at this. Matthew 6. Give us this day our daily bread. For forgiveness, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the spirit and the glory forever. Amen. You know, this is just how you deal with the loss. I could be wrong. I swear I could be. I've been in prison a time or two. Mm-hmm. But I came through that. I had family there for me the entire time I was locked up. I didn't come home and start doing drugs and going out and getting in trouble. I had a bit of blood book, but my wife took care of that.
Well, before you even met me, though, you had straightened out. And why was that?
Well, because when I went through prison, although I didn't have anybody physically to lean on, mm-hmm. I was a Christian before I went to prison. Okay, my roommate helped me out by being my sounding board, but that was just here on earth. My heart, my soul, my spirit were taken care of by God. You know, this is how I made it through. I got into the Bible. I read all of the New Testament and only made it through Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Deuteronomy 26, I think, was the last one I read out of the Old Testament. But there are stories in there.
How to mourn properly. What were some of the verses you already read to me before?
Well, the Beatitudes.
Yeah.
Which are, again, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Your spirit is going to be sore, poor right now, because you have you've lost somebody. Blessed are they that mourn, which would be the ones that just lost somebody, for theirs is the kingdom of they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your children, they're gone. You can't change that. You're hungry.
But
you need something to help you out.
Being hungry for justice, and who killed them.
Justice to come unto its own time.
Yeah.
Whatever that person's reason was for doing what he did, he can't ask for forgiveness for that. Justice will be served to him when he gets to hell. There's no forgiving him. Not now. There will come a time before you pass that you need to forgive him for what he did. I'm not saying today, I'm not saying tomorrow, I'm not saying next year. It could be 5 years from now, it could be 10 years from now, but before you die, you need to forgive that individual, for as asinine as he was. Blessed are the merciful, they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. The peacemakers are the officers that were involved in the shooting.
Yeah.
Whoever shot it was that took the SOB out, all of them that shot the man, person, whoever it was, they all need to be comforted. They need to know that they're loved.
Yeah.
Not only by the victims' families, but from the shooter's family as well. Ecclesiastes, where it says there, to everything there is To everything there is a season and a purpose under the heaven. I don't know right now what that purpose under the heaven is, but you read on. Says a time to be born and a time to die. Sorry about that one. You know, it is what it is. It is a hard thing. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Pluck up your bootlaces and carry on. Carry on, because you can't let this get you down. So the time to kill and the time to heal. Today is the time to heal. The time to break down and the time to build up. Again, it's the time to build up. You have to build up your love, your support, your family support, your lifeline, the friends and family. Gather them together. The time to weep. That's now. Right now is the time to weep. Your heart is hurting. You have to weep. You have to let it go. It's time to laugh. That will come. I know that for a fact. Because when my mom died, at the same time, that ventriloquist, Jeff Dunham, come out with that Alphabet the Dead Terror.
Oh, yeah.
My brothers and family, they were cousins. They would all come out to the computer and laugh and say, I kill you, I kill you. I didn't see anything funny in it, man. My heart was hurting.
Yeah, and you're the one who first sees humor.
Yeah.
You were inconsolable.
But now, no, unconsolable.
Yeah.
My mom just died. It was a time to weep.
Yeah.
2.5, 3 years later, I could sit and watch Jeff Dunham and laugh my kids ear off because it's freaking hilarious.
But
Mom would have laughed.
Yeah.
Mom did laugh.
But you didn't go out shooting heroin and robbing banks and stealing cars and stuff.
No, I didn't go run people's dogs over.
Yeah, because there's no
Cats maybe, but not dogs. It's a time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. This is both the time to mourn because of the loss of the loved ones, but a time to dance also because you know when the time comes you will see them again.
Yeah.
And if you don't go out and do something ignorant, like the other guy did, there's a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. Again, this is time to gather. Get your mom, your dad, your brothers, your loved ones, your neighbors, the people in the store that know that you've lost somebody. I worked at a hardware store when my cousin was killed overseas. It was on the 6 o'clock news. The 5:30 or 6 o'clock news. Andy Fox came to Mom's house. I had customers coming to the store for the next couple of days.
And you let them comfort you. Hard not to cry now.
It's not easy. It's not easy to have somebody come up and tell you, I'm sorry for your loss. So we had no idea. And that was said to me many times. I got hugs, I got handshakes. I think somebody bought me a soda. You know, it's a time to embrace. And a time to refrain from embracing. I don't know when that would be. But it says in the Bible that there's a time to embrace, and now is that time. Gather them together. A time to get and a time to lose. Get your senses and lose the attitude. You know, a time to keep and a time to cast away. You keep the good memories. You keep it together. Any wrongs, any trials and tribulations that you had with the family, let them go. You have family that's locked up. Now's the time to write to them. My dad's the one that wrote to my roommate, let him know that my mom passed away. Because I couldn't do it. My heart hurt that much.
You mean collapse? She didn't die.
No, my mom died.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, that was a different time when she collapsed.
Yeah, my mom died. My dad wrote to Dennis and let him know I couldn't do it.
Okay.
A time to rant and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak. This is the time to speak. Let them know what's going on. Let them know how you feel. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. This is the time to love. You know, you're going to hate the person that took your loved one, and that's completely understandable. That's why it says there's a time to love and a time to hate. Now it's for both. You love your family and hate the Peterhead that killed them. A time of war and a time of peace. This is the time of war. Your soul is conflicted. You got stuff going on in your heart, your mind. You know, it's warring. It's hard to deal with. But at the end of the day, when all is said and done, try to be at peace. You know, it is not an easy thing. And I got to the 23rd Psalm. I'm in Psalms. The 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. If the Lord is your shepherd, you shouldn't want much. So He knows what's going on. He's there to help you.
Yeah, want also translates as need.
Well,
wanting means needing, like in poverty.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's...
But it's still, you called it poor in spirit, so...
That's what the book says.
Yeah.
It's the King James Version, huh? That's what I was raised on. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. And that's a good thing. Yeah. You lay down, you cry. You let it out. He leadeth me beside the still waters. You know, your tears are that water.
Yeah.
You're in that green pasture, you're crying. You know, He restores your soul, and He will. He will help you. All you have to do is seek Him, ask.
You have to let God.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. That's what you was just saying. You know, you can always go down the wrong path. The Al Pacino in Son of a Woman, at the end, he said he knew right from wrong, but he didn't go the right way because it was too damn easy.
Or too hard?
No, it was too easy.
Okay.
The yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. You may be walking through that valley of the shadow of death right now. Don't fear anything. Your heart is hurting enough. You don't need to fear anything. Me is there to help you. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And that's what I just said. He's there to help you. You don't need to worry about the wolf in sheep's clothing. You don't need to worry about the person attacking at the store trying to get your money. You just lost somebody. You don't need to lose Benjamin, Grant, Washington, and Lincoln. You don't need to lose all those bills also.
No.
Hamilton. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemy. Again, the man you had hard feelings towards because you think he's the one that flattened your tire. No, go get him. Talk to him. Let him know that you're sorry. You just had the thorn in your eye, and you couldn't see what was right and wrong. You blamed him because it was easier. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. You know, let your cup run over with goodness, with love, not hate, not discontent. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The house of the Lord is your heart, your mind, your soul. That's His house. That's you're dwelling in it. Your body is just a temple.
Yeah.
You know, it's not yours to keep. You got good at tattoos and colorings and stuff. That's great. But ultimately, you know, the Lord will follow you. He'll lead you. Yeah. Everybody's familiar with the hymn about the footprints in the sand.
Yeah.
When you thought life was so hard, and you look back and you ask God, why when I needed you the most in my life, when I was in prison, why did you let me walk by myself? Then God said, man, look, you didn't walk by yourself. That's when I carried you. When the two sets of footprints, that's when you were walking with me, or I was walking with you. The other one, I've been through something a lot of people can't fathom. I know people that have come home from prison and they are mad at the world because you all locked them up. They can't see that you didn't lock them up. They did that all on their own. They were mad because they were mad just because they were mad. They didn't understand. I'm trying to find where Jesus is talking to the disciples about when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me drink. That was in Matthew 25. But I thought I had it marked. It is. It is Matthew 25. What is my pencil? Matthew 25. Wow. Then shall the king say unto them, or his right hand, well, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. 35. For I was hungered, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when shall we thee hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When shall we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when shall we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, that as much as you have done it unto one of the least of my brethren, you have done it unto me. But the same thing goes just the opposite, because when you saw him hungry, you didn't feed him. He was in prison or sick, and you didn't go to visit him. And they said, when did we not do that?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, verily, verily, I say unto thee, when you've not done this unto the least of my brethren, you've not done it unto me. So there, to me, he's saying, you need to embrace the family that you lost, not because of death, but because of your own anger, your own hate, your own aggravations. It needs to be. There has to come a time when you've got to let others know. You might think you're that now. Excuse me. But Jesus said, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Or something along them lines. Okay? You think you're some big, strong, the tall cedars of Lebanon, your gopher wood, a diamond. You're nothing if you don't let the Lord help you. If you don't let other people help you, you'll crumble. You'll be the diamond that couldn't stand up to it. Because as tough as you think you are, everybody has a breaking point. You have got to ask for help. You can't do this all on your own. I'm so sorry for the loss of your loved ones. My mom died. My heart was empty. There was a hole in my heart for years because it hurt. I had a girlfriend that lost my child. She lost it due to drugs, but still, I lost a child. My heart still hurts behind that. My wife saw it a couple weeks ago. I was talking about it, and I got all worked up.
Yeah.